What's good, YouTube? How y'all doing today? Today is Sunday. The market's about to reopen. And guess what? We gonna make some money. Alright, y'all. So this is a video on how to back test. Okay, I've been getting a lot of messages about that. So I want to show you guys how do you back test a strategy. Okay, so let me show you guys how you do it. All right, so if you whatever strategy that you're doing, okay, whatever strategy that you're doing, and whatever the rules are, you gotta go back to the chart and look for the rules, if that makes sense. So, um, for example, my strategy, my setup, right? My setup is when you get into a major zone and you get the wheel alert, you enter the trade and you set a 200 pip stop loss when trading US 30, and when going with the trend, you could go for 50 pips. So when going against the trend, you go for 20 pips. Okay. I know, I changed my numbers. It could be 30 to 40 to 50, 60, because I try to get the most accurate numbers because I don't want you guys to lose trades. So when I say go for 20 pips on a setup and you try to go for 30 and it didn't work for you, that's why I said 20, because I tried the same thing in the past. So what I did was I said, okay, you know what? It's not looking too good going for 30 pips when I'm going against the trend. What's the guarantee? 20. When trading US 30, you're going to get 20 pips guaranteed when you get into a major zone. You're getting that. So when you're going against the trend, you're going to get 20 pips and more. Okay, I have a lot of videos to come to show you guys how to get more pips and how to get out of markets with guaranteed pips. Okay, so we're going against the trend. You could go for 30 to 50 pips. Okay, so I'm very disciplined. Sometimes I go for the same thing, 20, 30 pips. It depends. I just want to get that guaranteed pips with a nice lot size on it, and I'm good. 20 pips with a nice lot size is great for me. 10 pips with a great lot size is great for me. I don't know how you guys would trade, when you're getting my signals. Last week we went 7-0, baby! Woo! No L's. And the week before that, I think we went 6-1. And maybe probably undefeated. I think the week before that, because I only lost one trade this month. No, last month. I only lost one trade last month. So I think it was 3-4 weeks ago. That's when I took the last loss. And I took the last loss because I was trying to not I was trying to be too aggressive, and I entered too early and didn't let the market show me where it wanted to go, and I got too cocky, basically. And you don't want to get too cocky because that's when you catch the L. And I learned that, and I'll never be cocky again. So I'm just gonna stick to the rules. So yes, I entered on a trade when I didn't get the will alert. And that one rule that's the most important, I didn't do it, and I lost the trade. Boom. It was just that one discipline mess up. So that's why it's very, very important to listen. And ever since then, no more losses. No more losses. So it's like you have to correct your losses so that next time I will never do that again. Because you learned your lesson. So next time I'll never do that again. And that's what I learned. I learned that. I said, okay, you know what? I'll never do that again. And it's just like that. So learn from all your mistakes, okay, guys? It's very, very important that you know how you lost the trade so that it doesn't happen to you again. Okay? So how do you backtest? So like I told you guys, right? The rules, the simple rules when you purchase the Will Street, okay? When you get a will alert in a major zone, So what do I mean by that? When candles go above this street right here, when it goes above the street and you get that will alert, that is entry. You place a 200 pip stop loss, and it will never hit it. You know why? Because you're in a major zone, and price would never continue to go up. Okay, so what do I mean by that? This is how you back test when the market is closed. Okay, this is how you do it. So you're gonna pull out your tool right here, right? You see this alert right here, the will alert. So what you do is you put it down where you would have entered that. So even if you enter down here on this candle, you pull up, you see the highest it went up from the entry was only 68 pips, and then it continued to head down, right? So what that means, it didn't hit your stop loss. And guys, let me explain something to you guys. The stop loss is 200 pips when trading US 30. Okay? If it don't hit 200 pips, do not exit the trade. You're in a major sell zone. Hold it. If it went against you when you entered, the stop loss is 200 pips. If it went 70, you have 130 pips more to go. Do not exit the trade. Hold it. You have to hold it. If you don't got that fear out of you when trading, you got to work on that. Because if it pulled back 180 pips, the stop loss is 200. I am not out the trade unless it hit 200 pips, because it could go 195 and decide to pull and decide to go your way. It really happens. It happens. It could go 195 pips and then drop for you. That's why it's very important to stick with the rules. If it hit 200 pips, then you out the trade. And 9 times out of 10, it probably will continue up, because if it hit 200 pips, that momentum is strong. So you want to get out before you lose another 200 pips. That's why I have 200 pips stop loss, because if it don't hit it, you still in a trade. The stop loss means don't exit unless it hit it. Stop loss. You stop the trade once you took the loss. Stop loss. Why are you exiting? Why are you exiting out the trade just because it pulled back 70 pips? What is 70 pip pullback when you have 130 pips more to go? So people exit out of trades, but because of fear. But guys, I've done this. I've done trading for a long time, long enough to let you guys know, and how many times that it took a long time to get that right pip stop loss to gain a lot more. Because when I started, I didn't have a stretch. I didn't have a long stop loss, and they kept hitting my stop loss all the time. Trading US 30, I used to have a 100 pip stop loss, and I started realizing it hit 100 pip stop loss like nothing when I get in the major zones. It hit it like nothing. But when I start realizing 200 pips is the go, that's what I said, okay, boom. So, for example, let's say it starts to hit 200 pips, right? Out of nowhere, it starts to retrace back up in a major zone and start hit 200 pips. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to raise it to 250 pips now. So what I'm doing, I'm testing the market. I'm provoking the market. Okay, you want to hit 200 pips now? All right, 250. All right, you hit 250, 300. At a point, you're going to get that right average pips. And right now, 200 pips been a great stop loss with this strategy. That's why it's been so profitable, and it's helping a lot of people, because I've already did the hard work for you guys. I already did it. I did it already. So you don't have to do nothing but follow the rules and wait for the setup. Okay, so right here where the will alert got in at, let's just say we got in worst case scenario down here, right? It pulled back, it pulled up 75 pips, okay? Then boom, it shot down. Remember what was the goal? When we go with the pip, when we go with the trend, you see what it's 200 EMA at? I tell everybody, when a 200 EMA has entered the sell zone or the buy zone, that's it. It's dropping nasty. I tell everybody this. When the 200 EMA comes into your zone like that, when it came into the sell zone like that, candles above it, it's going to drop nasty. It's going to drop real nasty. It's going to do 100 pip guaranteed. Every time. Every time it's going to do 100 pips. So guess what we do? We go for 30 to 50. And then if you want, you could trail it on down, meaning change your stop loss to take profit. So if it dropped down to 50 pips and it hit your TP, your stop loss will be at the 50 pip mark. So if it goes up and touch 50 pips, you exit the trade in profit. That's how you trail it. All right. So even if it goes up, it knocks you out the trade in profit. You win the trade anyway, and you just trail it all the way down. That's how you trail. So if you want to catch big moves, you have to trail it with a stop loss at the take profit mark. Because if prices decides to go back up, at least it hit your take profit at 50 pips and you out. Okay, it's better to win something than nothing. So right here we enter. Anything past this white line right here is profit. This white line, that is not the 200 EMA. This is the line where you enter. This is your entry right here. So anything past that is profit. So what was the TP when we going with the trend? If you was able to spot this setup and we caught this sale, because I don't play. We caught that. I don't play. Okay. We caught this sale, easy money. All right. We caught this sale. We caught this buy. We caught this sale. We caught all this. Okay. So it's like I don't play, y'all. My signal group is $55 monthly, and you will win with me, guaranteed. And I know I'm guaranteed to win you money. That's guaranteed. I studied this market so much. I know when perfect setup is in play for me. All right. So like I said, last loss we only had one loss in the whole month. One loss. All right. So right here, anything past this white line is profit. Right. What was the goal? 30 to 50 pips. So we drag it down. This is we're gonna go to 34 pips because we're gonna count the spread. So right here it's 30 pips. We gotta add the spread. Okay? We gotta add the spread. So this is how you would have trailed it. Your stop loss would have been at price 26,000.92. So that means you're gonna exit the trade with a guaranteed 33 pips. Okay? Now, how you're going to trail it, you set the stop loss right here at your take profit. You set it. So if price go up and it hit it, you exit trade with 30 pips. So look, now you letting it ride now. Now you know when you exit the trade, you are in profit no matter what. So now you holding it. Okay? So we're going to go to 50 pips. Where's 50 pips? 50, it has to be at 54. Okay, boom. Now you put another another stop loss here, and then as you can see, price came right back up and touched it and knocked you out the trade. You're done. You exit at 50 pips, you won the trade. All right, that's it. Even though you still would have been in the major sell zone, that trade is done. Do not re-enter. I don't care if it dropped way more. You're done. Okay, you won 50 pips, get out the trade. Do never win a trade and hop back in. Okay, never do that. When you win a trade, get out, wait for the buy setup. I'm that disciplined. I would not care if this thing dropped all the way down 500 pips. I don't care. I got my 50 pips or 30 pips and I'm out. Okay, some of you guys get greed. Y'all get that greed, and man, it kills y'all. Y'all lose trades because y'all try to be greedy. You got 50 pips. Get out. Whatever your loss size was, even if it was a 1 cent, you got $50, get out. Don't re-enter the trade. Wait for that buy setup. Every time you get a sell setup, you have to wait for the buy setup. So it's sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. So you're landing in everyone. No, you cannot take two sales. Sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. That is how the Wall Street goes. Okay? So right now, we see that was a winning trade, back testing it. Okay, from entry point, we went for 30, 40, we went for 30 to 50 pips, right? So boom, that's a winning trade. We back testing it. What we look for, the will alert. The first time we got the will alert. These don't matter right here. These will alerts do not matter. The rules is when you get a will alert in a oversold zone, meaning when price went above the will street or under, the moment you get the will alert in a major zone, that's when you enter. Okay, so boom, right here, we say we entered it. It went up, boom, it shot down. This is the winning trade. 35 pips, boom, we won. Okay, went for 50, we won. Okay, so 30 to 50, we won it anyway. All right, and it dropped nasty. But remember what I told y'all: when the 200 is in a sell or buy zone, get ready. It's going up, or it's going down hard, and it's going up hard. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna back test it again. See, so a lot of y'all. I'm glad this happened right here because a lot of you guys don't follow rules and you try to beat it. Okay, you try to shortcut the rules. You see how this thing kept dropping and it was in a major buy zone? It kept dropping. Some people will enter the market right when they get under. And that's not the rules. And then you'd be surprised when you lose. You'd be surprised when you lose the trade. When you enter right here, just because the rules is not when price go under the Will Street, you can enter. That's not the rules. The rules is when you get a will alert in a major zone, that's when it's okay to enter. Okay? I coded to where it comes when everything is done. When momentum has touched the market, you will get the will alert. So when you do get it in a major zone, you have no worries. It's not going 200 pips from that point on. Okay? So this is how you back test, all right? So major zone, boom, we get the will alert. Let's just say worst case scenario, you entered in the middle. Okay, where we going? We're going against the trend, right? So what I said, 20 pips. We're going against the trend, right? So 24 pips, we're out this trade. And it did 24 pips right here. We're out the trade. We won. Now it's up to you to trail it. Okay, you can always trail. Understand this. You can always trail it when you're coming out of a major zone because you could possibly get way more pips. So meaning your stop loss will be priced right here where it says the pip count, which is the 25 thing, and that price right on the right. 25,650.31 will be your stop loss. So if price decides to go back down and it hits your stop loss, you break even, you exit the trade with 20 pips. It's literally that simple, guys. It's literally that simple. All right. So if you want to catch extra pips up, you can do that. All right. Either way, wherever the trade go, you're gonna win. That's one of the best feelings when trading. When you're trading and you just let the trade ride, that's one of the greatest feelings because now either way it go, you winning. You're winning. Okay, you're winning money. All right. So right now you won. That's a winning trade. Once it hit your TP and you put the TP as the stop loss, you just let it ride. That's one of the greatest feelings. Because look what would have happened. Price never came back to it in a buy. It never came back to it. It decided to shoot all the way up to 180 pips. So just imagine if you let it ride that long, you would have caught 100 extra 80 pips. And then you get to decide, all right, I'm going to exit the trade now. All right, that's how you can do that. Okay, you can do that. Okay, you can trail it all the way down. But once price hits your TP, that's it. You out the trade. You get out with 20 pips. Just like that. All right. So we're back testing right now, right? So what is a major zone? Once price hits the two lines on the Wall Street, once it goes above, if you get a wick above, if a wick go past it, that's considered a major zone. You just reached the major zone. Okay, you have just reached it. So once you get that alert, boom, price has hit it. You want to go past it. You want price to go past it. Okay? Now, every time I tell you guys, 9 times out of 10, your stochastic will match it. Alright? So you can back test that. The fast one will always be intact. Okay? The fastest one you always want to pay very close attention to, alright, which is this one. You can see it's meeting up right perfect. Perfect for you. It's perfect. So what I told you guys, will alert and a major sell. This is considered a major sell because price went above the street and came back. Wick is above it. That's considered a zone. Like it hit the major zone. Boom. We ready. We get the will alert. We enter. We either enter at the top or right here. You know, I'll drag it down a little bit because sometimes the alert could come. Either it comes when this candle open or alert gonna come in the middle of it. So we'll pull it down right here. Boom. Let's just say you entered right here. What's the rules? You go for 30 to 50 pips when you get the will alert going with the trend, right? Okay, let's drag it down. Boom. This is 30 pips. TP has been hit. Okay? Now we can go for the 50, but what we got to do first? What we have to do first, we have to change the stop loss. If you want, you can put your stop loss to TP, to your TP, which is 25,794.48. This is your TP, and then you let the trade run from there. So let's see, it did do 50 pips, of course. It did 50 pips. Now you have an option to put in another TP stop loss, which will be 25,685.55. So you get the point. Every time it hits a TP, another one, change the stop loss. So now either way this trade go, you guarantee 50 pips. You're guaranteed 50 pips. Guaranteed. So it decided to drop all the way down to 130 pips. And price never came back up from that point. Price never came back up. Wait, yes it did. Wait, did it? No, it didn't. Price never came back up to the 50. It continued to drop. It only came back up when it did what? Hit a major buy zone. So this is how you back test. You see how many times that the rules win. You see how many times you would have won the trade. And right now we are 3-0. Basically 4-0. We caught this sell, caught this buy, caught this sell, caught this buy. Now we are 3-0 going with the rules. Okay, going with the rules. Now look, now you guys can see how I be so undefeated because I wait for the price to really hit major zones. That's all I trade because the price gotta go down, it gotta go up. That's why I win every single of my trades because I stick with my rules. Okay, so this is how you back test. You see how many times the rules count. You see how many times the rules has won. So what? Look, price hit the bottom. You got the alert. The wicks is under the street. It's under the street, so you know you have hit a major buy zone. When do you enter? When you get the will alert. What is the what's the rules? 20 pips. Boom. We drag it up. This is a winning trade. Easy. 24 pips, about 24 pickups. You got to count that spread. So right here we hit 20 pips. You can move your stop loss if you want to the TP so you can trail it up. But once price hit the stop loss, you out the trade 20 pips guaranteed. All right. So your stop loss will be priced 25,715.55. So if you hold it, you caught another 66 pips up. Then price came back, boom, and hit your stop loss. You exit the trade at 20 pips. Boom, and then it decided to go up. It happens, y'all. That's all up to you. If you ask me, it's very smart to trail it. You know, it's very smart. Trail it. You know, you can always catch another 20 pips and get out. You know, you can always trail it. And especially coming out of major zone, trail it. You can trail it. You can always trail it. And you're going to always catch more. But just know if price go back down, you got a guaranteed 20 pips. Easy. That's sweet with a nice lot size trading US 30. All right, so here we go again. Look, hit a major sell zone. Price went above it. What we're waiting on? The will alert. Right here we get the will alert. What's the TP? Going with the trend, 30 to 50 pips. Okay, so we enter somewhere right here. Price went up. This is a good setup because price only went 21 pips above. That's sweet. But you're going with the trend. So of course, TP will get hit because you're going with the trend. You have no worries. You have nothing to worry about because you're going with the trend. This is a guaranteed winning trade. I always tell people when you're going with the trend, sexy. It's easy. So boom, we hold the trade, 30 pips right there, guaranteed. Move your TP, move your stop loss to your TP, which is 25,757.15, and let the trade run. And boom, price drop 50 pips, 54 pips. Move your stop loss again, 25,737, and let the trade run. Price never came back and touched it. It never came back and touched it. Look, this wick is 54 pips. Your TP is here. It never touched it. And look, let's say if you kept trailing it. Remember, you're going with the trend now. You kept trailing it. You caught 30 pips turned into 353 pips, all because you trailed it. You trailed it. So no matter what, if it didn't hit the stop loss, you keep trailing it down. You're going to end up catching 354 pips. That's what people don't teach you. They don't teach you how to trail it to get more money. So just imagine if you had a 20-cent lot size on that thing trading US 30. You do the math. Or a 10-cent or a 5-cent. You do the math on that. You do the math. Okay? So it's like, it's easy. As you can see, price never touched the major buy zone. But look what happened when it did. Look what happened when it did. This is why I tell you guys, go with the rules. Go with the rules. And I'm glad it's the same the same buy setup that we caught. We haven't lost the trade yet off going with the rules. So now you guys can see why I'm very undefeated when trading. You can see why. You know, I don't have to prove nothing. You can see it. You can see it. I show a lot of testimonials in the group. You know it's real. Yes, it's real. You have finally met somebody who's not with the bullcrap or who really know how to trade and not selling you no bullcrap. You can master the same setup if you're patient and you're willing to wait for it. You should not enter a trade if you did not get this alert that says price has penetrated down or up. You should not be getting in a trade. You should not be entering a buy or a sell if you did not get that alert. If you did not get that alert, you should not be trading. You should not be selling or buying. I tell people that all the time. You did not get that alert, you should not be trading. Period. That's why I have alerts to let you know when price have been overbought, oversold, so you can get ready for the setup. And it's that easy. Trading is easy if you're patient. If you're patient, you're gonna get rich. With my setup, you're gonna get rich. I can promise you that. But if you don't be patient, you're gonna lose trades. Simple. Okay? So what do we have here? Another buy setup. Okay? Another buy setup. And I have a lot more to talk about these zones. I'm not going to talk about that this video, but this is a pretty setup. This is a sweet setup. This is a sweet setup. This is sweet. I'll be speaking about that in my academy. I'm telling you guys, it's over. You have met the guy. All right? So look. Buy zone. We already got an alert. Price has been oversold. We're waiting for what? The will alert. Okay? The will alert. Let's say worst case scenario, entered in the middle. What's the goal? 20 pips. And we touched it. 20 pips. We touched it. You trailed this, it would have hit it. You would have got out the trade. 20 pips. You're done. I don't care about the push. I don't care about that. You're done. You have to wait for a sale setup. You're done. You got the 20 pips. You're out. You're done. This is how you get a high accuracy. Once you win it, that's it. You won a trade, that's it. It's over with. That's how you get high accuracy, when you don't take losses. When you can win a 20 pip trade all the time, 30 pip trade, 50 pip trade, and be disciplined, you're done. See, people with greed, they'll hop back in it. And you can say, oh, but it went back into a buy zone. It did. You're right about that. You're completely right. But you won the trade already. This is just greed. This is greed right here. This is all greed. This is just you being greedy. You have to wait for the sale now. You got the buy, you got to wait for the sale. That's what I teach you guys. Look what happened. We still haven't lost the trade since I started way back there. We have not lost yet. We have not caught an L yet because I am disciplined. I know how to get you the wins. You're not going to lose if you wait till price get overbought or oversold. You're not losing the trade. So look what happened. Price went overbought. What you get? Will alert. What's the TP? 30 to 50 pips. Let's say worst case scenario, you entered in the middle. Boom. First TP, 34 pips. We hit it. What you do? You can trail it from there. If you want, you're going to exit the trade with a guaranteed 30 pips. Another winning trade. Another winning trade. Another winning trade. And you guys, this is a winning trade. Price came down, touched it, you got the alert, boom, 20 pips. Winning trade. Winning trade. 24 pips, winning trade. You're out. You're done. No losses. Remember what I told y'all? When the 200 get in a buy or a major zone, what happens? Price will go up. Big move. You saw the sell. This is the buy example. When your 200 gets in a major zone, the trend is changing, price is going up. So you know the trend is up. So what that means, sales will be 20 pips, and you will have to respect. You will have to respect that. You have to respect the trend. So that is how you back test the Will Street. You can see we went undefeated. Undefeated. And you're gonna always win trades when you're going with the methods and you're following the rules. You're gonna always win the trades, okay? So you back test. You have to know the rules that what you're looking for. You gotta understand the rules, and it's just that simple. That's how you back test anything with any strategies. If I said this, that, look for it on the chart. See how many times that happened, and you know that it's a winning trade. Okay. So this is your boy, the Indicator Trader, and I want to thank all you subscribers, man. Y'all about to let me hit 1K, man. Y'all don't understand that. I really appreciate it. But you can't fake the real. I'm the realest that you will ever meet in this game. I'm the realest you'll ever meet. I don't leave out no crumbs. I'm giving y'all straight pot action. Straight pot action. Alright, so y'all keep subscribing, man. I hope this video helped you guys. This is how you back test. I love all y'all, and let's keep eating. If you want to join my Signal group, I will have my Telegram in the description. It is $55 monthly. It is no longer free. If you want to purchase my Will Trincator, it is $100. If you want to purchase my Will Street, it is $100. Just message me on Telegram. If you're ready to join the team and you're ready to be profitable, I got you. The L stops. You're not losing when you follow my methods. Nobody's losing. You can look at my Telegram. Nobody's losing. If you lose, that's because you didn't do the rules. It's that simple, because I barely lose. I don't even lose trades. I lost that one L because I didn't even go with the rules. I try to be too bougie, too cocky, and lost. But no more L's, because now I say, you know what? I learned from that. I'm not trading unless I get my will alert. That's it. And haven't lost since. All right. So let's get it, man. Y'all keep subscribing. Let's eat.